Cybernation Uncensored.
Hey, we're officially live. Everyone should be able to see us and hear us now. Let's everyone test your mic. Say hi.
Hello.
Hello there.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, in chat, let us know if. Hey, thanks for the follow there, Hartman9. Yeah, chat. Let us know if anybody's muted, anybody freezes. Let us know in chat. We'll try to get it fixed right away. Sometimes little glitches happen along the way. This is our weekly gameplay for Cyberpunk Red, Team Nevermore. We did have to take off a little bit of time. We had some sickness, some COVID floating around, and then we almost had to take off this week because it's going around with some of the players. But Raven was a trooper, joining us even though she's on the trail end of sick. I had to take off last week, but look at Raven showing me up, showing up on stream, and turning out for this. So I love that. So here we are every Saturday, like I said, same place, same time, unless a weird thing happens and we have to cancel, which is very rare. I'll tell you about Team Nevermore and give you a little recap exactly what's going on with this team in the current campaign. This is only session 2. But before I do that, let's go around the table like we always do. Everyone introduce yourself, tell people, where they can find you online, and then introduce your character as well. Will, why don't you start it off?
Hi, I'm Will. You can find me on the Discord as Rook for Cybernation Uncensored, or pretty much anywhere. And then you can find me on Twitter at Billy Huddles. And yeah, I play Gnostics, the netrunner from the Drift Nation New Dubglow up in the North Atlantic.
Yeah, nice. Hold on, let me bring up my notes. Sorry about that. Nick, I'm trying to get my notes all on the page while we're doing intros. I apologize, doing last minute game prep setup. But yeah, Nick,
no
take
problem.
the mic.
All right. Yes, my name is Nick King. On the Discord server, you can find me as RobGrad98, and you can also find me on Twitter at the King's Square.
Nice, well put. Raven.
I'm Raven. You can find me all over the internet as Doña Trece Cuervo. Tonight I'll be playing Jax the Ripper. Working on my High Riders campaign, so be on the lookout. They're coming. Thank you.
Alex.
I forgot to mention, I'm playing the
yeah.
Hank C, the Rocker Boy. Totally forgot that.
That is important. You can't play yourself tonight. You have to play your character.
Yes.
So good call introducing that. Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. You can find me in the Cybernation Uncensored Discord under Maxwell. You can find me on Twitter as Alex R. Maxwell. You can find my burgeoning little writer's blog, Alex Maxwell Musings. You can also find me usually on Wednesdays, also on Twitch over at Wicked Studios LLC. With them, we've been working on a third-party city supplement for another very popular role-playing game, which will allow you to play in Fantasy Detroit. There's we've got also an Octum Cthulhu game coming down the line where I'll be playing as the Keeper of Arcane Lore, and I get to hopefully make all my friends collectively crap themselves. On this side of the dark future, I am playing Scarecrow, the crew's solo, and conflict auditor.
Nice. April.
Hello, everyone. My name is April Hill. You can find me at stiletto_assassin on Instagram and stiletto DM on Twitter. I am playing Kish Sticks, who is a media and basically an influencer of sorts. She's in the know and knows lots of people and wants to be seen at all the places. I am also the community manager for Modifius Entertainment. So when you're doing your Acton Cthulhu game, you better be tagging us so I can share that game. Yeah, when you said that, I was like, ooh. As well as I'm also a channel organizer for the Initiative Order. We just had a cyberpunk type, it's a cyberpunk / vampire type game yesterday that was a charity stream for Planned Parenthood. So that was I wasn't in it, but it was on our channel, so that was a lot of fun. So
Nice.
yeah, check that out.
Yeah, I will. And yeah, definitely. Anybody doing any of the Modifius games, make sure you tag their page. Very supportive. April runs their social media, and she's on it every day. Modifius team is just awesome. So supportive. So anybody listening, if you're into those games streaming, definitely give the tag and help spread the word. I'm Rob Mulligan. I'm the founder of Cybernation Uncensored. This is my channel. We have a Twitch, a YouTube. We're on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Anywhere you see social media, you can find Cybernation Uncensored. I would really appreciate the follow, the subscribe. We do all the live streaming here on Twitch, and then we post all the VODs on our YouTube. And then we've also got an active podcast as well for people that can't tune in or watch the videos. It's not just me too. We've got other GMs streaming, GM Capricious Nature, some upcoming GMs with new ones, some old ones that you can see the VODs on the YouTube. And like Raven mentioned, she's going to be running a High Riders campaign in the near future. I've got numerous teams I run. An upcoming Fallout will be coming back in the near future. We had to take a slight break because of one of the players. Had to handle some family business. But aside from that, I run the weekly Cyberpunk Red gameplay for Sirenscape on the Sirenscape channel every Thursday, so check that out as well. That being said, I am the Game Master here every week, and I'm going to get into the little recap for Team Nevermore, who's on their very first campaign, which is called Chill Out. It's just a chip. But before I do that, let me give a shout out to all my supporters on Patreon who've opted in for the shout out or above, and literally just keep putting fuel on my fire. I love it. You are just keeping me motivated to create content and keep this train moving forward, and it's just I can't thank you enough. So shout out to Kevin Moreno, Joseph Holder, Naomi Madlass, William Huddleston, Jamie Minch, Sean Erfurt, I want to get that last name right. Leaded Coffee, Michael Edmonds, a.k.a. Kira, Chris Anderson, Matt James, GM Reservoir Panda, Roten, a.k.a. Renegade 420, Revolver Gray Samurai Max, Steve Barr of Sirenscape, Zeno, Zach, who's GM Capricious Nature, who I mentioned earlier, Cyber Smiley, Raven, Andy Stretton, Copious Salt, Derek Lawrence, Danielle Terry, Alex Maxwell, Nicholas King, and Tracy Goodwin, who's also known as Stink Palm. Maybe you've seen some of the content he's created for our brand, like that medicine supplement. But yeah, shout out to the team and everyone that's supporting. Like I said, I can't thank you enough. So this is Team Nevermore. They're pretty much owned by Raven Microcybernetics. That being said, they have to do whatever the company says for a nominal fee. And they're pretty much under that thumb. But it's not that bad because most of the team is just into that grimy shit. They're living in Night City. They're full-on edge runners. They don't give a fuck. They're all about making the money, doing the gig. They took the extra cash for the cyberware. So, yeah, they sold themselves to the company. I think even Kish has some family working for the company as well. Scarecrow's been there a while. I recommend everybody that's into some of the life path stuff, which Cyberpunk Red is amazing at. Check out our Session 0. Learn about all the characters, all the backstory stuff. It's really cool. It's on our YouTube channel. But the first mission, basically their boss, Mr. Cromwell, came in, had them come into the conference room and said, yeah, we need you to go steal this Rockland Augmentics nano power chip from the Euphoria nightclub. It's going to be on display for the next 2 weeks. The premiere starts tonight, and or maybe it was tonight. And then basically you have to steal it, make it look like Doc Savage stole it. Savage Docs, which is a Ripper Doc brand that actually is stationed nearby, run by 5 apprentices by the late Doc Savage. But yeah. Raven Microcybernetics, or Raven Microcy, basically said, get that chip at one point in the next 2 weeks from the club, make it look like Savage Docs did it, bring it to me, and that's pretty much it. The team checked out the club a little bit. It looked like it was being set up. They did a little bit of research. They found out the club pretty much runs 24/7, just shutting down on Mondays for like 6 hours, from like 6 a.m. Till noon. Just for restocking, if they have to do a theme change, general cleanup, maintenance, if there's anything like that. Other than that, the place is mostly run by autonomous things, AI, environment functions and stuff like that. Not really a lot of people, staff, this place is known by. But that's all the team could find out is, it's a club that does themes. They're putting on this party for the next 2 weeks. When they went there, they saw, it was loading in. They saw some ice sculptures and ice blocks and things being loaded in. Some people were starting to gather up front, but they had all the tents up as they were setting up and loading in and doing what they're doing, keeping the public out of it. And yeah, just for a side note as well, this place, Euphoria, is positioned between NCU dorms and a shopping complex. It's large, modern, trendy nightclub. I think I covered pretty much everything that I needed to in the little mini recap. Everyone check out session 1 in case I missed anything. Other than that, let me bring up some Sirenscape sounds. Oh, and the team, they did go break in. Well, not break in, but they went into Savage Docks, where Gnostics got into the system, or was trying to get into the system. But Savage Docks is protected by the Yakuza and the Tiger Claws. So the team wasn't able to get in there and get into the system. It was kind of busy. There was Tiger Claws outside. Some Yakuza even showed up, went back to the office. But on their way out, Gnostics hit the power off so they could kind of just sneak out or get out of there. Jax bumped into the main reception lady and jacked an employee pass. So they at least have a Doc Savage employee pass. And that's kind of right where we left off. Agnostics and Jax just kind of came out of the place and speed walking down the block with Scarecrow, Kish, and Hank across the street. Just to see them leave the building. So let's just take it right from there. If you guys want to role play, I'm going to bring up some city sounds. Go for it. You got it.
All right, so they managed to make it out. Let's not hook up with them just yet. And I'll reach over my internal communicator and just say, just go a few blocks over and we'll meet you here. All right?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, we got blasted by music for a second. I apologize when I hit the city sounds.
It's okay.
But there you go.
So using my internal communicator, I'll ping Jax and Gnostics and just say, hey, don't walk over to us. We'll meet you all like 2 blocks over, and we'll head back near the club to meet up.
It's like my first rodeo, you know.
I kind of look at Scarecrow at that point. I'm like, one of these days, somebody's going to hit him.
And as my teachers always said, the quickest thing to become wisdom will be a grievous wound, and his time will come. But in the meantime, we should. It's a very, very astute observation. I feel like you've done these kinds of smash and grab before.
I had a misspent youth.
Oh, misspent? Absolutely not. You have a particular set of skills. And
right.
The Scarecrow is going to grab his coffee and the scream sheet he was reading and just casually, pay up at the cafe and make his exit as, like, this isn't it, There's no way I didn't do it this. I was drinking coffee all the entire time. I'm innocent.
I'll kind of look at Kish and be like, yeah, let's dip out as casually as possible.
It was good seeing the kinds of fans that you guys cultivate, though. You're the Tiger Claw, eager to take selfies, and that colorful character of a bag lady.
Yeah, I know. I should have bought a thing of buffalo things off of her. That would have been nice. Food for the road.
No accounting for taste, but...
Hey, man, what's wrong with buffalo things?
Don't eat those.
It's buffalo without any substance. You're basically eating very spicy vinegar.
I live off a kibble, man. Come on.
So do I, but it's. I wouldn't feed buffalo things to Gnostics' cat.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
I'll grant you that.
The poor cat, though.
I'm speed walking kind of down the block, and then I turn to Jackson, just like, don't think I didn't see that little quick hand motion you got there.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Respect, mom.
Yeah, and Hank, Scarecrow, and Kish, as you see Gnostics and Jax walking down the street, you see in Savage Docks the front door open, and the 2 Yakuza guys kind of like stepping out, both holding very heavy pistols, and they just kind of like come out in a rush, like looking up and down the street. One of them nudges one of the tiger claws. They kind of say something to each other, and just kind of like looking around as you see the power come back on. You see the lights coming from inside.
Yeah, definitely want to get out of eye shot now. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely want to get out. Yeah, definitely want to get around the corner now.
Let's keep
They look
walking.
confused.
Well, as they say, sleep like a fetus and head out.
Oh, they don't go that way. Sometimes they actually go the other way.
That's absolutely wild.
And at which point, when I hear this, I just like, and this is why I have implants. No.
Well, yeah, and you all can meet up. We'll say you meet up, a couple blocks down. Now you're all together. You're out of the vision and sight of Savage Docks. Appears in safety. They were confused. They're not sure. You can tell they were freaking out over the power situation, but luckily you got out of there pretty slick. But you're all together. You can decide where you want to go, what you want to do. Enough time has passed that it's about getting to that noon time where the club is probably done with their setup and getting ready to start their premiere. So it is getting close to that time if you want to consider that. Otherwise, you always have the conference room at Raven Microcybernetics, or I think the other spot that you guys can kind of consider as a place to congregate could also be Jax the Ripper's spot. She has like a little
A shop.
yeah, like a little med tech shop. So that's an option too. So you always have the conference room at the corporation, or Jax has a spot too. But you're all together now on the street.
It's the Raven Microcybernetics is their headquarters is pretty close to where we'll be operating for the evening, correct?
Yeah, everything's within a few blocks of each other, for the most part, or a handful of blocks of each other.
Since Kish brought up a point which some people might need to engage in a wardrobe change, get gussied up for the event, I would suggest going back to headquarters.
I think I look fine.
No, you don't.
You look fine for like what we're doing like right now, but going into the club, you might stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, I have an idea for you, Gnostics. Like, right now, you look fine for walking around on the street. But if we're going to do this tonight or later on, I want you to be conspicuous, man. I don't want you to, look good, but don't look too good.
How conspicuous? I'm the very image and soul of it.
I am curious though. What is everybody's? What was that, Kish?
Do you have a beard? Does your character have a beard?
Yes.
Can you shave it real quick?
No, can we do a sparkle beard on you? Oh my gosh, like it would be the light reflecting, and so if you're being photographed, it would cause so people couldn't actually like take really good photographs of you because the light would be bouncing off of it, and so photographs of you would be horrible, which is perfect for this type of thing. So we should definitely do a sparkle beard.
Can you do that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Make my beard all pretty.
An
Yeah,
intentional glitter bomb. I love it.
I'm curious. What's everybody's wardrobe and style skill level?
Oh wow. Hold on.
Good.
And detached stat, like
So base would be 12 because I have chem skin and tech hair.
nice.
My base is. I don't have a skill in it. It's just a 6.
And,
Makes sense. That's why everyone's picking on good old Gnostics about his looks.
I'm giving him a lot of shit. I don't think I have anything trained up in that either. So.
Five.
Just-
Right there with you.
So what do you have for that?
Oh, so it's just my cool, which is 5.
And what's Jack's?
Actually, 7.
Okay. And what's Kish and Hank?
It's
12
12 Hank.
for me.
Thanks for the reminder. And Kish?
in the parentheses it says cool 8, but like my modifier is a 5.
Okay, cool. So then you go to
13.
13. Okay, so you and Hank have pretty good wardrobe and style, which makes sense. You know, being the media and you being an influencer media and putting yourself out there when you're putting out stories and stuff. And then Hank C being the rocker boy, it makes sense. However, yeah, Jack, Scarecrow, Gnostics, for Euphoria, you're definitely not, you know, dressed nice enough for Euphoria just on a regular themed week, let alone like, you know, a premiere event and stuff. Definitely have to dress like either nice or trendy, like one of the two. Can't just be like normal. And we'll say Scarecrow because I know Scarecrow wears kind of like the suits and stuff, which sounds counterproductive to having a low wardrobe and style because you should be sharp. But let's say it's kind of, you know, a goon suit. You're a solo, like you wear a suit and stuff, but it's kind of like, you know, it's not like a nice exec suit. It's kind of like that security guard or thug suit, like the dark.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
definitely like off the rack, and you can
Yeah.
tell it's an armor jack. Yeah.
Yeah, you can even see a couple old blood stains that have been dried, cleaned over the past months or something. You know, just a little spray back from some shots. But yeah, so what we're gonna have to do, we definitely need to do a wardrobe and style check. I'd like to have Kish and Hank decide. You know, one of you should assist, and one of you should kind of be the main, and then see if it's enough that you get Gnostics, Jackson, Scarecrow kind of dressed up. So who wants to play dress up and who wants to assist?
Well, you've got the most total out of period with 13. So I would probably go. I'd give you the assist. So I think that's what a plus. It gives her a +1.
A +1, yeah. So do your, you know, she would have to have a, you know, succeed for yours to canon. But go do yours, Hank. Oh wait, let me bring up the dice on the overlay. There we go. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I brought up the image a second ago. I'll just flash it again for anybody watching. Just a little Raven Microcybernetics look, so you can kind of see the building there. Raises up into the polluted, foggy, smoggy sky. Raven Microcyb pretty much runs the top 10 floors. The bottom floors are for their sponsors and partners and such, like law offices, media brands. The biggest one is Orbital Air. But yeah, the team's up in the conference playing dress up, going through their things. Hank, yeah, did you give me that wardrobe and style?
Oh no, that was going to be Kish making that roll, and I was going to get. She gets the +1 from me.
Okay, nice. Yeah, and then doesn't even need the +1, but why don't you rock it anyways, Hank? Let's see if she just goes above and beyond. I mean, she's already above what I was looking for, so that was a great
Oh
roll.
yeah. Oh yeah. So definitely with that, I'd say we were able to make the other 3 people in our group look a little bit more stylish. And I
know that the theme is like they have ice sculptures and stuff. Definitely add some like frosty looking effects, like anything that's like white and polar. Like, yeah.
I was thinking white, deep blues. You know, trying to change my tech hair to more of a deep blue with some white highlights. And then also getting my chem skin to have some white trails that kind of go through, but make sure that we get Gnostics. We'll probably want to make him as conspicuous as possible, so he looks nice but not too nice to catch attention. Raven Jax and Scarecrow, we're definitely going to want you two to look stylish again, but not overtly so. Because I think that between the two of us, Kish and Hank, will definitely be a lot more of like the attention getter, and to try and draw some heat off of them.
Frosty beard too. Scarecrow's gonna be Frosty beard, not Scarecrow. Gnostics is going to be okay. So the glitter is going to look like icicles and frost.
Nice.
The look we're going for that, yes.
And Hank C, still give me your wardrobe and style because I want to see if you beat the DV that I have set, and then it will add a +1 to that 20, and you did perfect. So now what I'm doing there, just to explain it, is now that's my DV to beat if someone's contesting your wardrobe and style or trying to do some type of shit talk against it, any guff or getting in or things like that. But you were so above and beyond. That was such a good roll, and now you even got the +1. So. You guys all look amazing, or exactly how you describe. Yeah.
Yeah, for me that would be a total of 19 because of the chem skin and tech hair.
Nice. Yeah, already got the +1 with the 17, but yeah, and then on top of that, even so much better. So yeah, however you guys describe it, it's looking exactly like you're describing. Kish and Hank are just doing a great job.
What did you two get out of that Savage Doc shop? Did you get any good juice?
I was just gonna bring that up. Start twirling around the little ID badge.
Jax, I love you.
Is it chipped like RFID?
Didn't really take a
would-
look.
Oh, yeah, we definitely
Put it on
wanna
the
check that
table.
out.
Yeah, you
All right,
got
Gnostic.
Well, we also got files, the schedule that they make, all their clients that are coming in, and camera footage. All the really out of camera footage of this mainly narrative, but pretty much, unplug it from the back of my neck and if you want this, that's a little bit of discharge. I need to get that replaced and fixed, but just wipe that off. But there you are.
Wait, you got camera footage of people inside?
No.
Oh yeah, and you can see in the camera footage, it shows it shows out front and inside. You can see patients coming and going over the past month. You see the reception lady. You can see 5 different apprentice med techs coming and going, Ripper docs that work there. And you can see the occasional Yakuza and Tiger Claw, like the 2 guys that typically run security out front. The same Yakuza seem to come and go from there often. But you have all of that on video for the past month that Gnostic's got. I forgot to mention that earlier too, that you got that when Jax got the ID, so great job.
Gnostics, do you think you could do some doctored video?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, could you splice people in that video into a different video?
Probably. I mean, like deep fakes type of like you're talking about that.
Exactly like that.
Probably do something like that. It might take me a little bit, but
Yeah. So hear me out, because I may not be the smartest cookie, but we got to make it look like these guys did this. With the footage you got and whatever we can get off that security badge, we could absolutely pin this on them with both Kish and the badges. So we get NCPD on their ass as well.
So you're saying, like, in the club, get video footage of there and, splice it with the people inside the easy peasy.
Yo. And which is why I wanted you to be conspicuous, because if we can get into the club, you could get into their net architecture and fiddle around, maybe get us some access on off hours, maybe shut down the security to get in there tonight and get that ship out, or maybe hit it up next week. But if you can get in there and plant some footage, Kish can do the rest.
What do you think I'm paid for?
This.
I don't know. It certainly ain't for showers.
Exactly what you just described.
Well, it certainly ain't because you like to take showers. I know that much.
Look, listen, you know it. Fuck off.
Nothing but love for you, Gnostics. Nothing but love.
Right back at you, pal. Right back at you.
And yeah, if you wanted to, anybody that has basic tech skills, and I'll take other kind of tech suggestions, but I would look for kind of just the basic tech to look at that pass, to get the details of what kind of pass it is, what it does, what's up with it, the one that Jax took.
I can take a look.
I figured you might have some tech, but I wanted to put it out there because, anybody might be a little bit skilled with some tech, so.
Nope.
Never
Hank
mind.
just looks at it like, Hank snaps back and says, nope, that's all you.
Taking things apart is my specialty.
Yeah. Or Jax. Anybody that has...
If it doesn't go to a cyber limb, I'm not skilled in it.
Okay, yeah. All right, Gnostics, yeah, if you've got some basic tech, give me that roll.
15.
Nice.
Yes,
Mine's 8.
I doubt tactics would be applicable at this point, but later, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That is good. Tactics is good for kind of planning out some stuff. Maybe as you're planning out your framing and your cover up and things, tactics could come into play when you have all your pieces together. And if you need any help connecting the dots, you could do that, and then I could kind of help chime in what Scarecrow figures out or puts together. That's a great idea. But Gnostics, yeah, you check out the pass. Yeah, it's an ID pass. You see the reception has like a sort of hologram image on there of her smile, and it's all 3D. But it is chipped. But it's not chipped on a sort of trace thing. It looks like it's chipped, to unlock doors and access things, obviously, at the Savage Docks.
Well, I'm not going to be tracking it.
Might not be tracking it, but it is the if we have it's holographic, like the ID picture, it's like kind of 3D-ish.
Oh yeah, it's a holographic picture, just like you imagine in the dark future, how ID badges might be. But the chip, the thing about that, which is kind of cool, is it unlocks the things at Savage Docks. So that chipper right there absolutely like links it to Savage Docks. It shows that it's not just an image forgery or match of the past and stuff. It has the tech inside to actually unlock the locks encoded for Savage Docks, because it's the actual pass from Savage Docks. So that's pretty cool.
The thing that interests Scarecrow in particular is that it is a semi 3D scan of the woman's face, so it looks like we have our culprit.
That too.
So actually, I actually, when you say that, I look at Kish and go, Kish, remember those selfies you got with the tiger claw?
Yeah?
You think we could put that on that badge? Grab one of those pictures and put his face on here?
I mean, I think I got enough, like several pictures to where we could do something like that. Like, I got a few different angles of him. If we wanted to try to do something, could you do that? Like,
oh yeah.
Is that something Gnostics could do?
Oh,
yeah, sorry, I was looking at Gnostics. Like, sorry, I should have said that. Yeah.
I mean, simple little tweak of a, I can do that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that difficult for Gnostics to do. And Kish got that awesome stealth roll, sneaking up, taking those pictures when she did it. So she has enough images from enough angles. Like, as long as you get a good, successful roll, you can absolutely make a hologram image of any of those Tiger Claw guys.
Before though we do that, can I look up any known information about this security guard, just so I know like what kind of person he is? So I might have like a moral dilemma if I have a moral dilemma to see if he's like somebody that I don't actually want to frame, and then I'd feel really bad. I just want to know a little bit more about him. If there's a way to look him up.
Yeah, you can do a library search.
Thanks.
That's about all you'll be able to do, unless, I'll take Streetwise.
Criminology, maybe?
Mm,
Would it be okay if I made a Streetwise roll?
Like, just looking him up on my...
yeah, you could do a Streetwise, Hank, and Kish can do a library search with a +2 if you have an agent. Just keeping in mind, this is going to be extremely difficult. This isn't your typical security guard. This is a Tiger Claw that's kind of acting security for this spot. So very difficult, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a bad roll on my part.
Yeah.
That was a critical failure.
Yeah, nothing's coming up. Tiger Claws seem to clean their tracks. Not a lot of online traces of members and details you can find. Just kind of like hearsay third-party stories and shit you're finding, Hank.
Is there any way I can do a check as well?
16. Yeah, you can do a library search.
I was using the library search like with the picture, the selfies that I took. So I'm doing like a like running facial recognition, basically to try to find a match to see if I can find out information on him.
Yeah.
More technical with what I'm trying to do.
Knocked it out of the park.
My God.
Goddamn, Gnostics.
Damn.
What was it? It's not coming. It's not. Oh, there it is.
32 for Gnostics.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Google Mancer.
Yeah.
You're a wizard, Gnostic.
I gave you the selfies, and you were like,
Here's the guy.
Oh yeah, nice. It was a critical success. You added a 10 to that, so that's great. Yeah, you've got an image comes back on the reverse image kind of lookup on what Kish had, but nothing's coming up on personality or anything like that. But you do come up showing that like this guy, came up as a solo, did some actual guard work when he was younger in his late teen years, and then apparently got arrested for some petty crime stuff after that, then stopped working security. And you see some articles of this guy with, attached to some petty crime stuff, some car theft stuff, some bigger crimes as he got into his 20s, and then some stuff attaching him to Tiger Claws. Because you find some jail records and stuff where they've got them linked to the Tiger Claws, showing tattoos. You can bring up some mugshot stuff. And typically this stuff was kind of not public records, but Gnostics just, doing the Netrunner thing was able to kind of get into these back files, and was able to find out this info. But not a lot of personality stuff, but definitely coming across as a booster gang or a criminal.
Yeah, poke this guy.
Yeah, he's our patsy. Okay with that.
I'm good with this.
I just didn't want to frame somebody that was kind of in the same and similar situations that some of you were in. So,
Yes, you're adorable.
I try. I mean, because that would kind of suck, right? Being framed for something and then getting even deeper into the life that you didn't want to be a part of.
That sounds like a regular Tuesday in this town.
As the old proverb goes, do unto others before they do unto you.
There we go.
Hey, thanks Stinkpalm for the +2. Whoever on the team, I think it was Will. You were going to keep track of that for this. Okay.
I already wrote that. Sorry.
Nice, awesome. I just saw it. Thanks, Stinkpalm. What was that, Hank?
I was going to say, point at Scarecrow when he says that. It's that is the maxim to live by at this point. All right. So, what's the plan for the party?
I think we get gussied up. We get a lay of the land, see how the interior may change with whatever the theme is for this grand reveal. If we can, get Gnostics to look up the skirts of security, so to speak. Get familiar with it, poke around a bit. That's a terrible euphemism. Anyway,
I would want to ask for consent before you look up the security, not the security guards.
No, no. It's if it's run by AI, they don't have feelings. It doesn't matter. But
it's debatable.
It's for a later time.
Have you talked to your device lately?
I don't talk to my device. No.
Your agent? No.
I tell it to order me ammunition, and it's delivered by drone.
Be careful. One day that might order ammunition for you, and then the drone will fire it at you because you're not nice to your agent.
Well, if I don't talk to it, I can't mistreat it. If we're getting away, I will be nicer to my phone.
Okay.
I see Night City Nartzy redeemed something pointless and random. So we'll say while you all are discussing plans in this pass and the fact it's the digital pass, you got the images from Kish that now you know a little bit about that guard, which is just a Tiger Claw sort of thug. And you're kind of discussing the approach, maybe like Scarecrow said, go into the club, let Gnostics kind of check out the system, see what's going on in the club, at least get a lay of the land first. But while you're doing that, all of a sudden the door opens, and Mr. Cromwell comes in. Let me bring up his image here. Let's see here. There we go. Bring it up here on Roll20 so y'all can see. Let me go grab the image of Mr. Cromwell. Make them nice and big here so we can see him. Shout out to Crosswire, my artist who helps me with my campaign work. He's also the official artist for the Cyberpunk Red Companion app. So if you see any of those NPCs and characters there, that's him. And he's the one who did the artwork for this right here, Mr. Cromwell, what you're looking at basically. But yeah, you all are kind of discussing things in the conference room as all of a sudden the door kind of busts open and Cromwell kind of stumbles in and he's making out with his secretary and he just kind of comes in and he just stops and looks. Oh, I didn't realize you were all back. Okay, get to that club. Get me that chip. Do your job. And he turns around and just walks back out of the conference room, slamming the door.
And a bossy, aren't we?
Cheers.
I could say the same for him. Well, actually, I guess since he's doing his secretary, he's kind of doing His job.
Yeah, I was about to say he looks like he's very hard at work.
Mm.
Very.
Although
How many
maybe
executives
not.
does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many?
Executives don't screw in light bulbs; they screw in hot tubs.
All right, Gnostics, I take back what I said earlier about the showers. That was funny. All right, so lay of the land, get Gnostics into the system.
Get shot.
Case, don't get shot. Yeah, we definitely don't want to get shot. But if we need to do a distraction, I'll jump in for that. See if I can't cause some kind of ruckus, or not necessarily ruckus, but draw eyes on me. That way.
Oh, you mean get loud?
Get loud. Get
I can
loud
get
and
loud
proud.
with you.
Oh.
We're going to need you in reserve in case any of us do get shot. So let's not put you in the front of things.
Do you maybe have some fans that would like to come with us, like an entourage, that like good-looking fans that might be a distraction?
Who
I
like the
could make some phone calls. I could do that. Let me make some phone calls. So, Rob, would that be charismatic influence?
Yeah, charismatic
Or
impact.
Yep.
Hold on, let me get to the. Oops.
A 10. Make a few phone calls. See if I can get some of my fans, and just be like, hey, we're gonna go hit up Club Euphoria tonight. Big party. Dress stylish. We're going with blue and white. Winter theme. Who wants to jump in?
Yeah, we'll say if you're going for a small group, we'll say you post to the fan page, but trying to get a small group to show up, but you're not getting any feedback yet.
Okay.
Yeah, and to get a group, just to explain that too in the rules, the DV is a 10 that you have to beat, which you're right
I
on
rolled a
it.
10.
You have to beat a 10 though. It has to.
Okay.
Yeah.
boost?
But yeah, since it's borderline, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it doesn't work at this moment, but we'll see. Maybe some fan action will happen. I don't want to take too much from you because you did land on the 10, and I always hate giving it to beating the DV. But it's supposed to go to the defender. You know how it is. But
I'm good with that. I am more than fine with that.
But we'll see.
If you want to say it didn't make it, that's fine with me, bro. So look, put in the post. Be like, well, so far nobody's responding. So they may not. I can't guarantee that, but I can damn well guarantee I can cause a disturbance and look good doing it. Right, as they would say in the old days, we're suited and booted. Shall we go?
Yeah, everyone's looking good. You can ride out.
Beard.
The glitter beard.
So great.
I think for the cosplay, Gnostics should have to put some glitter in his beard.
No, I do not touch
Oh my god. Glitter never leaves either. He'll have it forever. Yeah. But yeah, you get together, get in, dropped off over at Euphoria, making the ride. But as you approach Euphoria, it's a little different than last checked. It doesn't have the big sort of privacy tents covering the front of the place. None of the worker vans and trucks or refrigerated trucks are out front, loading in ice sculptures and things. It looks like the club is on. Like all the spotlights are still going from the roof. There's all the neons on the front. The Euphoria sign is on, and there's a huge line coming from the front door. You can see one security guard up front, just letting people in, checking their state-issued number, their ID. Then they enter the venue just one at a time. Line's moving a little bit slow. Line looks like it has everything from, mid to top-level execs to just kind of trendy edgerunners and locals. But no one is dressed down. It's as you expected. Everyone's kind of dressed either trendy or nice, exec style. The other thing that you notice is on the front of the building, you can see lots of promos for the event. You see the Rockland Augmentics logo, push in their nano power chip. And then you can see that it has the different forms of entertainment on each of the nights for the next 2 weeks. And you can see promo flyers for everything from synthwave DJs, Punk's Not Dead night, a Headbangers Ball night, even different genres of music on each night, even a poster, an adult performance night with a special appearance from Alley Cats on one of the nights. So there's all kinds of entertainment going on for the next 2 weeks at this place.
Why? I've never been here before. This place is so cool.
That Headbangers Ball sounds really fun.
Yeah.
A splash, maybe you can get in.
Are they checking for weapons at the front door?
Yeah, give me a perception check. Everyone can give me a perception check if you want while you're waiting in line and the line is slowly moving up. We'll just see what kind of details you're getting as you're making your way to the door.
Yeah, I definitely had put my virtuality goggles in my pocket, like in my jacket pocket. Hey, 25.
Terrible rolls continue. That would be an 8. I'll say for the sake of argument, I left my spiked baseball bat back at the office.
Nice.
Because that cannot be concealed.
Yeah. No, but it looks good as far as... yeah, everyone's seeing kind of what I described before, the details on the different nights and events and things going on, the style of crowd. But it looks like Gnostics and Scarecrow are kind of getting the most detail out of this, which is basically seeing that as you get closer to the place, the security guard out front, it looks like he's just checking IDs and kind of telling people to enter. And then you see right inside the entrance, there's like a double entrance, like you enter this sort of tube hallway where you can see a scanner kind of going on. And Scarecrow, Gnostics, you're very familiar with those. It's a weapons scanner. You can see people kind of as one at a time the line goes in getting scanned. Any actual weapons that they have, they're putting in some type of locker and getting a ticket within this sort of entrance hallway. It looks like sometimes this same entrance also could be a wash station for when there's blood rains, because you see the drain on the floor. You can even see the sort of sprinkler spray tubes that line the sides. So kind of a multi-purpose sort of entranceway to the club. You also see that there's some type of lift on the ground too, to the side of the front entrance. On the ground, there's kind of like a lift entrance. Almost looks like a big trap door.
Things even work. Like, a lot of people have tech and stuff in them nowadays, and different devices and electronics, and metal. So I know that we have weapons. Like, how does it scan for stuff like that?
Right, because I have like a cane sword.
I think they're just looking for like obvious weapons, probably.
Are they just doing a pat down? Or and wanding people?
And Scarecrow just looks at his shoulder rake and just tightens up his jacket a bit. It's like, well, let's go and see how thorough the security is.
I kind of look at my pistol and my SMG. It's like, well, okay.
Looks like we're checking their weapons, possibly. It's not like we were planning on starting a firefight in there anyway, right?
No, we weren't. I look at Jax for a second. I'm like, Jax, what was that?
Do you know something we don't?
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Totally innocent here.
Jax? That's not your normal accent.
Mind your business. Mind your business.
We'll get back to this.
I know a landmine when I see one. I'm
I'd be happy to check my pistol in if it's required.
Well, let's get.
Yep. I'll go through and see if it highlights my Mustang or not.
Yeah, you make your way up. The security guard pretty much checks everybody's sins. They just check basically your state issued ID number. Night City also has an ID number. Basic stuff, just basic to show that you have a residency and you're here. Even though, as we know, the United States is fragmented and it's a bit superficial, but they check it. Basically, it's a way to make sure like no scavvers are coming in or like people that just aren't of the caliber of this club. But yeah, you check all the IDs, letting you through this sort of tube one at a time as you enter the club. You see the scan kind of go over. And Scarecrow, when you go through first, it goes through you, going red if you have any weapons. So if you have any, guns, swords, blades, any type of weapon other than like cyberware in a hidden holster or internal, like obviously if you have Wolvers installed, any cyberware is you can't take off. But any actual weapons that you have that aren't part of your cyberware, the scanner goes red, showing it, and then a sort of in a speaker comes out and says, "Please place all weapons in locker. Take ticket." And then you see it kind of open from the side locker. A little ticket pops out. Security guard just kind of glances in at you.
I need this cane for my bum leg. It's a medical device. I mean, does that work?
Yeah, I guess. Let me see it. He goes to grab it and check it out. And now, how does your cane sword work? Is it just basically, pull out the handle and it's a sword?
It's kind of like twist. It like has a interlocking mechanism, but but it's like hooked on the end. It's like a hooked cane.
Nice. Give me your conceal reveal. Just going to use it as a contested sort of, just to give me a DV. I've already rolled, so nice. He just messes with it a little bit and then hands it back to you. That's fine. Yeah, just if you got a medical problem, that's fine. Just go in, and then you see him kind of like mess with the little keypad inside the thing, programming as it scans. Any other weapons you have, it would trigger red, but when it triggers on that cane asking you to place, he just kind of bypasses it for you. So you were able to kind of sneak that. Anybody else have visible weapons or things they're going to be putting in the locker? Let me know.
Yeah, when I pass through, I'll hand my heavy pistol. I'll put my heavy pistol and my SMG in the locker and take a ticket. But my rippers and my big knucks, since those are implanted in my meat hands, shouldn't pop off.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Hand over my heavy SMG.
That nice.
Nice. And does anybody else other than Hank have any type of cyber weapons that are permanently with them?
I do. Actually, that was a heavy pistol that I handed over. Got a pop-up SMG.
Okay. Yeah, if it's a pop-up, then yeah, that stays with you. And that stays internal. So yeah, any cyberware you still have. Any weapons in the locker, you have a ticket. And then you start entering the club. When it opens up, let's get some sounds going here. First thing you notice is you're on the bottom level. You can kind of hear, hopefully this won't be too loud. In fact, let me turn it down and gradually bring it up so I don't blast us out again like I have before. But yeah, as you enter the club, the first thing that you notice is the temperature drops. You're looking at about 0 Celsius. Let's see. Yeah, and you've got, oops, sorry about that. Oops, is it doubling up? Am I getting a, I don't want to blast you out, but it looked like it went real loud and then, let me start it again here. I apologize. Anybody watching too, if that kind of blasted out and trying to catch it. I didn't have time to make a custom set, so I'm just working with the club one here. But yeah, you enter, you hear people kind of partying, you can hear the music kind of coming through the ceiling. it appears, because it is rather muffled. I'm going to bring up roll 20 as well, so you can see kind of what the club is looking like and the vibe of it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
When you go in, you notice everything is pretty much ice. I'm going to bring it up for people in chat so you can see as well. Temperature drops drastically. It's very cold in here. At this bottom level, like I said, you can hear kind of muffled music coming from upstairs, big commotion up there. There's lots of people downstairs. You can see there's an ice bar. There's a door behind the bar. There's a big sort of like ice decoration with sculptures and pillars off to the side of the bar in this huge open bottom area. And people are kind of mingling and hanging out and kind of networking. Down here, you can hear some of the music coming from upstairs, but it's more of kind of like a social sort of thing here. It looks like a lot of people are just networking and talking. Aside from that, as you come in, there's a couple sort of like bot arms, like sort of animatronic hostesses on either side as you enter the big open area. And before you can even enter the club, like as you're seeing all this, the animatronic arms kind of reach out and hand you these padded sort of fur ponchos, as you can see in this kind of imagery here that I have up that some of the people are wearing. So people that showed up to the theme prepared, you can see some wearing kind of like fur coats, jackets, things like that. Other people that didn't look up the theme or the promotion flyers, that just kind of came to the open night, like you and other people have, are kind of given these sort of like fur ponchos to wear that can kind of keep you a little bit warm. So the animatronic arms kind of come out, give you those. You guys got those on. You enter the club, music's playing. It's cold and icy. I'll let you take it from there.
Do they smell? Do they seem fresh and clean and new?
Oh yeah, they do. Any lesser club in Night City, yeah, it would be stinky and mildew, probably a blood stain or two, but nice. This is actually a nice place.
I might take one of these.
Yeah, I'm totally keeping that. I can sneak it out of here. Do you think they'll let us have it? Surely they should just let us have it.
I'm sure you can.
I'm gonna run a quick scanner check, so just give me a moment.
Do what you gotta do.
He's gonna run a scanner check.
I'm gonna make my way to the bar.
Yeah, I'm right with you. This temperature requires bourbon.
Yeah, what's Hank and Kish doing? Jackson Scarecrow want to head to the bar. What's Kish and Hank doing?
I'm gonna stick with Gnostics for the moment, just to kind of keep an eye out for him.
I am going to go dancing. If there's
As Kish starts walking away, it's like, don't go too far, just keep us within eye line, all right?
Okay.
Thank you, Kish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
I just here.
Yeah, out of all the people networking, there are a few people kind of dancing, but as you know, like upstairs is where the heavy dancing is. But as you make your way kind of in the networking area and dancing, you can see through the crowd, like on the other side, an elevator, an emergency stairs, and it says dance floor. It has an arrow up, but in the networking area, there's still like some people dancing and hanging out. So you absolutely can do that. Why don't you give me your dancing skill? Let's see how good you're doing.
Recording where I'm looking and everything. So
nice. And Gnostics, yeah, you do a scan, and you can tell. There's a system. It looks like two systems. Actually, and both are coming from the bar. It looks like one's coming from behind the bar, and then the other one looks like it's coming from behind that door behind the bar, but it's hard to get a good read on it. It's kind of coming up as one system, but then it kind of looks like two systems, like it could possibly be connected. It's hard to tell what's going on there.
All this
Got
ice.
Gnostic.
Oh, shit.
What you got, Gnostic?
there it is.
I basically need to get behind the bar.
Okay. Behind the bar or behind the door?
Behind the door, preferably, because if I'm behind the bar, they're eventually going to see me, right? So if I get behind the door, I get into the system, probably who's back there.
Well, yeah, and also, you can access any system from 6 meters up to 6 meters away, which is a pretty decent distance. So, like the system that's right behind the bar, you wouldn't have to necessarily go behind the bar to access it. You just need to be within 6 meters of it. Now, if there's an access point or that other system behind that door, yeah, you can't do it through a door or a wall. You're right about that. But back over to Kish real quick. That's a great dancing roll. As Hank and Gnostics do the scan and kind of talk, and Jackson Scarecrow make your way to the bar, you notice Kish sliding into kind of the networking area where some people are dancing and just tearing it up. People actually back up and start like smiling and like clapping and like, oh my god, look at this girl, and like they're actually like getting into it.
And while I'm dancing, I'm also scoping out like where guards are and stuff.
Oh, yeah, and you notice no guards. You're not seeing any guards other than the one that was out front. And Jackson Scarecrow, you make your way to the bar, and it's like that image that you see there on Roll20 where everything is made out of ice. You see the ice bar, the cups, the shot glasses. There's even like these elaborate sculptures hooked up to these like liquor bottles with this machinery where it can pump out and kind of go down the ice trough so you can take shots directly from the ice, if you've ever seen those types of things. But yeah, it's all elaborate, everything literally made out of ice. And you make your way over to the bar, and it's crowded. There's people all, at the bar ordering drinks, drinking, socializing, and talking. But when you get up there, this sort of AI drops down and just, hello, what would you like to drink?
Bourbon on the rocks if you can spare the ice.
Well, we have plenty of ice. And what can I get you?
Take a flatliner, make it a double.
Okay, you've got it. Flatliner, double, you got double, you got double, you got double, you got double. And then all of a sudden this guy kind of pops up from behind the bar and he's like, and he kind of like bangs on the thing and the AI kind of disappears and he's saying, he's like, I'm sorry about that. Look, AI has been acting up all night. I'm going to manually put in the drink. So what did you two want? He looks like some type of tech.
A double of bourbon on the rocks, and hook his thumb to Jax.
A flatliner, make it a double. Is he within like whispering distance to me? Like, can I lean across the bar and kind of touch him?
Yeah. Did you want to whisper something to the tech guy?
Well, I'm gonna ask him. I'm looking to score some synth coke.
Nice. Yeah. Give me a conversation.
Those kinds of margaritas.
Give me a second.
Nice. He leans over. I can't really help with that. I don't really mess with that. But here, let me just put in your drinks and take care of that. He starts like manually kind of plugging in. Then you see these ice cups pop up. These liquors kind of pumping in, like it's all automated and stuff. But he's manually putting in the orders. And then I saw you did a pickpocket. But as you start to do that, he kind of like pushes your hand away. And just, I'm sorry. Look, no synth coke. I'm just not really into it. Sorry about that, ma'am.
Just looking for some company.
Yeah, I'm just
playing it off.
Just work it. Yeah, okay. Thanks. You can tell he's not into it. But he does the drinks, and they automate. They pop out, it fills them, it mixes, and they're perfect, as you would imagine an automated system would do. It's just the AI is glitching, like he mentioned. But the drinks pop out, and he kind of dips back behind the bar, and you hear him like messing with some mechanical devices and stuff, only to pop up once in a while to help people put in their drinks while the AI is glitching. Back over to Gnostics and Hank. What are you two doing now?
After he tells me that we need to go to the bar, I start walking to the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we walked up and then, like, I would just be explaining, like, unless you want people to see me fucking swinging swinging around like a madman, but we're probably gonna need to get back there. I mean,
Well,
I can make a little check, but I mean, depending on if they have demons in there, they'd know I was in there right away. So best get me behind cover.
All right.
And what's Kish doing while Gnostics and Hank make their way over to the bar to join Jackson Scarecrow?
Dancing.
Yep, dancing, seeing who's there, and if there's anybody important there, seeing who everyone's kind of gathered around, seeing who's who.
Nice. Give me a 1d10 and let me know if it's under your luck stat.
Okay. 6. There's 5. I rolled a 6 and my luck's a 5. So no.
Yeah, you're not seeing there's a lot of exec types here, a lot of trendy people here. You even see some influencers and stuff that you've seen online, but nobody that you know personally, nobody that you've worked with or networked with, and no sort of contacts or anything that stands out. I'm not lucky enough to lock in anything like that, but people are enjoying your dancing. You are tearing up the floor. And people are into it. So people are being friendly. They're clapping, smiling. It's you're doing well. But yeah, Hank Gnostic, you make your way over to the bar, and the same sort of thing happens. That AI drops down, just kind of glitching as that tech guy just kind of pops up, and he's like, "Hey, sorry about it. AI's been glitching all night. I'm just manually putting it until I get it fixed." What can you do?
If you want, dude, my boy here can get that glitch taken care of.
Oh, you're a tech?
Yeah.
I dabble. Little things here and there.
Okay.
I can probably work out if there's a virus. I mean, netrunners these days, like, crazy. They probably stop the virus. Now, if I could get into a network, I could probably easily clear that up for you.
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, I don't think that would really work. You'd have to check with Hayes, the manager, about that. I mean, I could possibly use help to check, but I mean, this seems like it's a manual glitch. I'll grab the manager in a minute. Maybe you can check it out if it's a quick fix.
Hold on, dude, you're busy. The manager's busy. It's opening night for this big event, man. At the end of the night, you just want to get this stuff working, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm working on. I mean, this has been an absolute hell for me. It's been
Do you really want to bother your manager with something like this? Your problem. I mean, you might be out of a job tomorrow if it's like opening night goes like this.
And I rolled a 15 on a persuasion, if that's okay.
Yeah, I did the contested on that. And he's he seems flustered. He's kind of stressed out. He says, "Look, if it was just me tonight, but like Hayes is here, she's an absolute bitch, and like that's it. There's no way I can do that." And also, Hank, what's your I never asked you this, but what's your band logo?
Band logo. Hank's logo. I actually haven't thought of one, to be honest with you. I will have to do that before our next game. But I would say probably something along the lines of a broken jade statue, because the name of his first band was Jade Storm, so I would probably do something along those lines as sort of a personal emblem of a broken jade statue.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, we'll work on that. If that changes, just keep me updated on that in the future, or if you sketch out something, even better, or have somebody that can, or hey, if anybody in chat's listening that's good at sketching or drawing something out and wants to fuck with that, by all means, hook it up. But yeah, no, you try to get him to let Gnostics in the system. Gnostics tries to kind of persuade him, talk his way in. He just explains, like, look, Hayes, the boss, the manager's on site. Like, if it was me, I could use the help, knock this out, get back to normal. But she's a real bitch, man. Like, she's strict and like, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. You're Hank, right? And he opens up his shirt, and you see like this broken jade statue sort of tattoo on his chest. And he shows like he's got your logo tattooed on him. He's like, holy shit. He's like, wait a minute, I recognize you. And he like shows
one and
you.
Only, brother.
Wow. That's cool. Yeah, man. I wish I could help. But yeah, the boss is complete bitch, man. But why are you here? What?
I'm here for the party, bro.
Nice.
I'm here to have a good time.
Are you performing? I didn't see you on the schedule at all. I don't think. And he starts like kind of like getting in the like little papers that he has there, and filtering through stuff.
No performing tonight, man. No performing. But hey, if they got an extra spot on the stage, I certainly wouldn't mind. But for right now, I'm just here to have a good time. I've decided to bring my boy here, my boy Nas, with me. Figure out we could have ourselves a good time, and since he knows his way around stuff, man, I figured we could try and help you out a little bit. take some stress off you. At the end of the night, man, we're all here to have a good time, and last thing you need is to be stressed the fuck out over this, even with your bitch of a boss. So, just dude, look, I'm here to help you out. I'm here to have a good time. Let's just get this out. Let us get this done and out of the way, man. All right?
Give me your charismatic impact.
Can I use that +2?
Do so.
No, you can't.
Not on this one. Okay.
Yeah, charismatic impact and media believability checks. There's certain things can't use the +2 ones. Regular skill checks, yeah, but some of those rollability checks, it would be game breaking, you know.
Fair enough.
But
11.
hey, yeah, you beat the 8 that I was looking for, just for a single fan sort of influence. Yeah, you see him kind of stressed, and he like looks back at the door, and he's like, you know what? Yeah, man. Fuck it. Like, I could use the help if you're saying your boy's good at this shit. Like, yeah, man. Like, jump in the system, take a look. You'll see there's like a control node in there. Like, I can't get you past any demon shit. I don't have access, you know. But if you can hop in there, get past that, get into that control node, and check out the fucking AI running the bar and get that fixed. If there is something wrong with it, I'm messing with the manual controls here. It looks like it's just a jam. But like you said, if there's a virus causing this, like, please, dude, clear that shit up.
Of course.
Do your thing. And while we're at it, can we get some free drinks?
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, I got you. I got you.
I miss the free drinks by 1 fucking minute.
Yeah, and he starts hooking you up. Whatever you want to drink, you and Gnostics. He's like, yeah, dude, I got you.
Oh, it's Jack Daniel's straight, man.
You want to take it from the ice shot thing?
Oh, hell yes. But I'm not going to drink, like, I will take enough of a sip to make it give me the breath, but I'm not going to go overboard.
Yeah, no problem. And keep in mind, in my gameplay too, like I don't press on that, you know, smash alcohol DV of drug resist torture and drugs unless you like exceed like a couple drinks. Yeah, you know, the average Night City edge runner, I would imagine, can have a few drinks unless you're not a drinker. Let me know if your character is not a drinker, which is perfectly fine too. In which case, yeah, you probably would avoid it unless you're in a situation where you might, and then that DV is going to come in a little sooner. I see Kish kind of making a face. Is she not a drinker?
Oh no, she's party girl.
Oh, okay, good.
Shots.
Hank actually is not a
doing
drinker.
this, and she's gonna be like,
Oh,
hell?
Hank's not?
Hank is not a drinker, which is why he takes just enough to
Okay.
give him that sort of buzz
Nice.
and the breath of it without going overboard.
Okay. Yeah, you tapped. Was that Scarecrow?
It's the description of Hank's tattoo, like logo, is spinning through my mind, and I'm just imagining like a Jade Buddha, but with like biker tats, and it's doing the devil, and he's doing the devil horns.
I'm for it. I'm taking this. Yeah. No. Thank you. That's it. That's it, man. The broken Jade Buddha with the devil horns.
It's this like happy Buddha face, but just heavy metal as fuck.
Hell yeah, I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, you got
And
that.
we would think it like, oh, it's cold enough in here. You got any good porters or stouts?
Yeah,
It's good weather for that in here.
yeah, whatever you want. He starts programming
Any
it
good
in.
porter?
At which one I'll turn to Gnostics and go, well, and just kind of lean in because I don't want the bartender to hear us while he's in the midst of working on things. Just lean in Gnostics and go, well, you said you needed behind the bar. There you go.
All right, let's dig in. And I'm gonna jack
And I'll look over at Scarecrow and Jax a little bit down the bar and just go like,
Give me a little bit of cover. You don't need people asking questions.
just duck down behind the bar, man. I got you. Anybody comes over, I've got you.
Yeah, and that yeah, and you can easily duck down behind the bar. That tech guy introduces himself as Abe, just so you can put a name to the guy if you do need to call him or talk to him, whatever. But yeah, he lets Gnostics back there. Yeah, come on down, dude. System's here. If you can, any viruses clear out, please get this bar going, so I don't have to play bartender all night. And yeah, Hank, dude, like, let me know. Need another shot? Anything? Like, I'm here. And he goes back and starts messing with the mechanics again, trying to get things working. What
was your name? What was your name, by the way, man?
It's Abe. Abe.
Abe?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Abe. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the tap, Brand. I love that.
Oh yeah. And yeah, Jack, Scarecrow, you see Gnostics go behind the bar, kind of duck down where that tech guy's working. You see Hank posted up at the bar. Kish dancing over with people networking. Is there anything else Jack, Scarecrow, or Kish want to change with their current situation before I get Gnostics in that system?
I think just seeing Gnostics at work, and he's got Hank looking out for him. Oh, and Jax for right now. Taking his drink, Scarecrow's going to mosey, and just start mapping the place out. Just building up mental visual head map, pointing up places of entrance and exit. There's skylights, windows, any weak points that we could use later.
Nice. You basically can go around and get a perimeter. You see Kish dancing in the network area. There's the bar on the side, all the ice stuff. Like I said, everything is ice pillars, decorations, sculptures. But you make your way around to find on the other side of the networking party that Kish noticed earlier. There's an elevator that says goes up to the dance floor. Looks like some emergency sort of stairs. Aside from that, you got the front entrance, you got the bar, and you got the door behind the bar. But that's kind of the lay of the land, and it's really big down here. The bottom level is pretty much the size of the venue, big and open. This whole bottom level, like I said before, is kind of for people to grab drinks, hang out, network, and socialize. Oh, and aside from that, on the other side of the bar, like behind the bar on the left side is where that manager door is, that says management. On the right side of the bar are bathrooms. I should mention that. Because every venue does need bathrooms, so they are there.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Fantasy Grounds. I saw you in chat. Fantasy Grounds, official sponsor of Cybernation Uncensored. Very soon, we'll be making the official move for all our VTT needs with all our gameplay. So, shout out to Fantasy Grounds.
And it's like, and one last thing is, he's gonna send a quick message on his agent to his sister. It's like, check the guard, and you'll never guess where I am and with who. Because knowing that his sister is a big fan of Kish's whole blog thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just saying it's like, hey, guess what? And he'll make his way up the emergency stairs, see if there's an emergency exit up there.
Nice. Yeah, you send that message. Your sister just comes back like, holy shit, you're working with Kish. Why are you working with her?
Just like industry secrets, like I don't know, like winking emoji, but like he types it out like an old man, and yeah, he's gonna keep OPSEC, but he's still just gonna have fun with his sister because she's a fan.
Nice. And what did you say? What were you doing aside from texting your sister? What was the other thing?
He's going up the emergency exit, see if there's like or the emergency stairs, see if there's like an exit that goes to like rooftop, or like other places that are just outside of the operating interior.
Okay, so you want to take the elevator up to the dance floor?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what about Kish and Jax? What are you doing?
So you were going up the elevator?
Yeah, you can.
Right.
Both of you can see Scarecrow kind of make his rounds around the perimeter of everything, checking everything out, and making his way to the elevator.
Ooh, I'm following. Like, not too close, but I'm following close behind because at the top of the elevator is the proper dance floor, and then I'll be able to see more. So, going up there too.
All right. What about Jax?
Is it a pretty packed house?
Yeah, it's crowded, and it's getting more and more crowded by the moment. People are keep slowly coming in.
So I'm walking around, sipping on my cocktail, and kind of scanning the crowd to see if I can spot a dealer. That's what the perception roll was for. And also, I trip and I stumble.
Yeah, you're not picking out any dealers, really. No one that's appearing like that. That's not to say that maybe there might be one in here, but it's not that typical caliber of dealer where it's easy to kind of spot them, Probably just looking like an exec or somebody trendy. It's a little higher class in here to be able to pick them out. That's kind of playing off that role, too. But as far as pickpocket, what were you trying to do?
Just glance off someone, see if I can come up with a wallet or so. Or something worth something of value.
Yeah. Yeah, you while making through the crowd, you're able to bump into someone and Jack, some type of wallet. Looks like there's an ID in it and a cred stick. Cred stick will have. Give me in roll 20. You'll see on the top left the dice symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a 1d100. I'll bring that up there. 10 credits. This person was not a baller.
It's covered your drink, probably. So there you go.
Oh yeah.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, and they didn't notice. So
I just apologize. I kind of offhand kind of push off and apologize. I'm sorry.
Nice. Yeah, and back over to.
I'll use my internal communicator to Jack and be like, Jax, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm working the crowd. Leave me alone.
Jax, I swear if you get us arrested, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Like to see Troy.
I just do a one-way communication to Scarecrow as he's going up. I'm like, Jax is going to get us killed if she doesn't calm the fuck down.
Well, we will cross and burn that bridge if we ever come to it.
I have to burn down the building.
If Scarecrow decides to glance over and start, he kind of sees her talking to herself again.
Yeah,
making gestures and kind of like
going up the elevator. Just fantastic.
Do you mention it to Kish while she's getting in the elevator?
It's like,
or you keep it to yourself, like Gnostics
did?
It's
gonna be more. I think.
What would Scarecrow do?
It's peculiar, but so far as he knows, she got a bump and she's just feeling energetic.
You've seen weirder. You've seen much weirder in Night City, so yeah, it makes sense. You're just like, eh. But
it's no mess yet, so it's not his concern.
Yeah, but Scarecrow Kish, you get into this elevator, which is actually like 2-3 times the size of a normal elevator. It almost looks like one of those old service elevators, with the drop-down cage that you would normally use to like transport cargo and things up levels. Except it's been all renovated, like all of Euphoria. It's all like nice and chromed out and neons and stuff. It's just a huge elevator bringing people up. And as you enter the elevator, another one of those sort of like AI things drops down as the door closes, and everyone's like, oh shit, and looks at it and says, hello, going up, and the elevator starts going up. Basically, it's just a generic AI popping in to tell you when you're going up or going down. Elevator starts going up to the dance floor. Just as it goes up and the doors are about to open, we go over to Gnostics and Hank as Gnostics is just getting ready to jack into the system as we take our 5-minute bio break. So don't anybody go anywhere. We're just going to take a quick 5-minute bio break. We will be right back with Gnostics getting into the system, Kish and Scarecrow going up to the dance floor, and Jax the Ripper stumbling around trying to get the team into trouble, it appears. We'll see. Don't anybody go anywhere. We'll be right back. The mics are hot, so let's remember that if anybody wants to chat. And we'll be right back.
Every party needs a good agent of chaos.
Oh yeah.
Thought I was going to be the agent of chaos, but apparently that's not going to be the case.
It's all the big at least one.
Gnostics is very much also like he grew up like pickpocketing, like stealing, so like he is all about that. Just like a klepto.
Fantastic.
When you're forced to living on the streets, you lean to your strengths, right?
Right. Yeah.
Nick is not complaining in any way, shape, or form, Raven. Hank is just sitting there going, this bitch is going to get us killed. This bitch is going to get us killed.
I'm just loving it. So that she's got steady hands that are really good at working. That are bringing minute cyberware and stitching arteries together. So, golly gee, that makes sense that she can just lift whatever's required out of whoever's pockets. I'm just waiting to see if Jax get the the Ghost in the Shell like super taper fingers that like spread out into a bunch of little spindly limbs and just to lift all the small shit out of someone's like 5 different pockets at once.
I'm looking to get something similar for to that augment for cyber surgeries.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, like having like the built-in like those super complex like neurosurgery like apertures but built into your cyber hands. That'd be cool. It's why always gonna have like a tech or two in your pocket. I'm gonna be right back.
So basically, the conversations that you guys keep seeing or have, every time Jax does something like chaotic or is acting like a miscreant, Belladonna is like reprimanding her.
All for
You're
it.
gonna get us
I love
caught.
it.
I don't like this. And
I'm
Jax
all for
is
it.
like, easy, Miss Goody Two Shoes. Remember what we remember how we grew up.
I mean, I'm not saying that Hank hasn't stolen some shit in his life, because Hank's from a megastructure Warren rat. Like, he's stolen some shit. He's fucked some people up. He's done some shady shit in his life. But you know, he's also like, I'm trying to work. We're trying to work here. Like, come on now, don't fuck this up too much. Like, but at the same time, it's like, all right, if somebody does throw down with
Well,
yeah,
I'm not looking to draw too much attention to myself. I mean, I'm spacing it. I'm gonna space it out because I mean, you figure like you go out to a club nowadays, and there's definitely a pickpocket or two like working the crowd.
Just double checking that because there's a pool party going on in my neighborhood right outside my door. There hasn't been like mic pollution on my side, has there?
No, not that I can hear.
All right. Well,
Really?
yeah.
How wild is it?
And it sounds like a good like 2 families. So it's springish summer, but a lot of families here. They have people coming down to visit. It's, California weather.
So block party rager.
Not quite a rager. So it's a lot of screaming, like goblin-sized children.
Crotch goblins is my way.
Yep. Yeah, crotch goblins, loin dumplings, whatever you want to fucking call them. But yeah, they're loud, they're shrill, and that family has a very questionable choice of music. So whenever you see me like look off camera and glare, it's because there's something particularly loud. Like, could you fucking not?
I have a neighbor just like that, except they have a swimming pool and they also have a trampoline.
Yeah, I mean, there's times like it's great. It's a literal stone's throw from the community pool, but then also during summertime when everyone decides, all right, it is 8 a.m. sharp, and when you're borderline nocturnal, like a lot of creatives, someone goes 8 a.m. sharp, starts screaming in the pool and hot tub, yeah. But say la vie. After dark.
So I have a plan if I get caught. If I get caught at pickpocketing, because I'm just gonna freaking start getting loud, and also try hitting on whoever caught me, drunk and belligerent, and also trying to get lucky.
I feel like Gnostics is gonna challenge you to a pick off. Who can hit the most marks?
Yep, and you just see occasionally you'll just see Hank just stare at his knuckles, stare at his left hand, and be like, "God damn it, I'm gonna have to break out the knuckles. We're gonna have to break out the knucks and rippers tonight."
Yeah, working at Raven Microcybernetics, it's not because they're the peak choice, because apparently 2 of our members love to collect shiny things. It's like, oh sweet, well, did you guys at least let anything good? It's like, I got some shiny tinsel, and I got some lint and a few pennies and some peanuts. Like, oh, you're
and a diamond necklace and.
Rufio just had a great comment in the chat of like, if Jax gets caught, just start drunk crying.
we get a I can pickpocket a body count lottery ticket that was just like, oh, this would have won if we didn't kill that guy. Like,
that would definitely be an option, except I have no skill in acting right now. I should really start throwing points into acting.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to hear a random fact that's weird?
Always.
This song playing in the Sirenscape. I know it's through the wall. It's hard to hear it. Yeah, but this song, it's like, this is beginning to get serious. Yeah, it's my old band, but this song was used in a teen pregnancy infomercial by, like, I forget what the charity was or whatever, and they licensed our song Serious, and it played in a national commercial for teen pregnancy awareness or something like that. It was like, I forget what it was about, but it was something about teen pregnancy. And now here it is on Sirenscape. Still helping teens not get pregnant.
One of the wonderful things about Cyberpunk in terms of the cybernetics is the fact that there are reproductive augmentations that you can get. Like
Mr. Stud.
Mr. Stud, all of that fun stuff. And when I saw that there was one for basically the sterility implant, it's like, yeah, Hank C's definitely going to get that. Mm-hmm. Like, Hank C does not want a cross goblin.
Yeah. Yeah, you like cyber, the chrome-plated IUD. It's like, I've got an IUD. You've got a what?
Could also wake up getting cloned.
Hank's the responsible one. He's like, no, I'll get the implant. Don't worry about you.
It's this is the one of the funniest parts of spending a tenure in dear old Oklahoma. Was when someone has one of those IUDs and they immediately think IED. Like, no. It's something completely different. It's one letter off, but please.
That is not what we're talking about.
It's hold on a second. I don't know if that's Rufio or PWE. Sormo says, I think that's Sirenscape. Yeah, the music is from Sirenscape. It's part of the actual sound set. It's nightclub. So I'm playing it since the team is in a nightclub. So you hear people like chattering, the occasional drink sound and stuff, bartending sort of sounds. And then the music is through the wall. It sounds muffled because they're hearing it from upstairs. It'll probably become a little more clear when those elevator doors open. We'll see. I love Sirenscape. It's fun for that. But all right, cool. We're all here. Let's come back. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
we're back. Everyone can see us. Well, they could hear us the whole time. Now they can see us too. Yeah, the team, Scarecrow, Kish are on their way up. They went in the elevator. They're about to hit the second floor, the dance floor, where all the people are partying. Jax has just pickpocketed someone, stumbling through the crowd, kind of trying to look for a dealer. No luck with that. While Gnostics, Hank posted up at the bar as lookout with his fan Abe Tech working, trying to fix the AI running the bar. He was able to talk the bartender, Abe, into let Gnostics back there behind the bar to access the system. So yeah, you're there. You can hop into the system if you want. Let's start with you, Gnostics.
All right, so I'm checking in. And then I am...
Yeah, you're basically, you're at the top of the system. You just entered it. But to proceed, you're looking at a password 8. Or you can do Pathfinder to kind of see what's beyond that, or you could try to crack the password.
Yeah, so I'm going to activate Sia. And then I'm going to do a Pathfinder check. Well, then with the Sia.
Is that new? You got new hardware from the new downloadable content?
No, I didn't. I haven't. I still have the same
Okay.
cyber deck I started
All right,
with.
then yeah, as we go, just fill me in. And also, if you do get new stuff, just fill me in. You know, you can run it, but just let me know as you go. You know.
Can I? Yeah, I was gonna say, because if I was gonna buy something from directly from Raven Microcybernetics, it probably wouldn't, too hard to get my hands on that.
Yeah, exactly. Anything above whatever it is that you need a fixer. I don't have any of the premium. Yeah, so just
more, yeah.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind. But the fact that you're with the company, they can hook you up with a fixer to do it. So anything above that, just let me know, and maybe the company will arrange your attendance to a night market. Maybe the team can go attend a night market or something, or hook up with the company fixer. Maybe that'll be something that happens in the future. But yeah, just let me know. But you run your Pathfinder, and yeah, it's good enough to get past that password 8 to at least visually see it. So you see this system. You see that there's a password 8 at the top. There's a second level with a control node 8. And then on that second level, it looks like it horizontally tiers into another system. Can't see where that goes, but you can see it definitely branches off into a secondary system. But below that level 2, there's a level 3 with a file ID 8. You can also see, because of that Pathfinder being a 10, you're seeing past all those blocks and the passwords. You can see there's an imp down there by the file, which is basically a demon.
Right. So I'm going to try to. I'm also going to, for my last one, activate Worm. That'd be my last turn there.
Sure. Yeah, and then going over to Scarecrow and Kish. Yeah, the elevator opens up, pretty much, taking you into the dance floor. Complete change in atmosphere as the music kind of explodes in volume, and just kind of now you're not hearing it muffled, through the ceiling, through the walls. There's lots of people up here, maybe about 4 or 5 times the amount of people, even though downstairs was fairly crowded. Up here, you've got people dancing. There's like a section of people moshing off to the side and kind of like floating each other off of the stage where the band's playing. There's people dancing over here, people all back by the elevators, people holding drinks. It's a party up here. The other thing that you see are amongst all these ice sculptures around the edge. It's a big open floor, with the exception of in front of the stage is this sort of ice, like a podium. You're basically seeing this big ice podium with like this sort of ice case square or something. And you can see there's like lights on it, and it's glowing. and there's a little hologram kind of turning above it with the Rockland Augmentics logo. And you can see some people gathered around it, like taking selfies with it. Like there's something in that ice case, like very small, possibly that microchip. But people are taking selfies with it. They're checking it out. You can also see that there's like hologram pamphlets that people are looking at. And some people are like plugging into it and looking at their agent and stuff. Like it looks like it like maybe gives you some information or something about it. Like there's pamphlets and stuff. But people are gathering around, checking it out, taking selfies. And that's what you see aside from people dancing and stuff.
Huh. I think we found where the actual party is. At least you're the one who can actually dance, so don't hold back on my account.
Oh, you're muted, Kish.
Who are you on the phone with?
Say again?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, because Kish, you're with me, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, go ahead. Just do
No,
what
she-
you guys.
She was asking who you were talking to on your phone. Remember when you were texting your sister?
She
She noticed you were.
It's, my say baby sister. She's I think about your age now, but she's she works same place, but she's a big fan of yours.
That's so cool.
It's by her insistence in following your garden page that I have the suits that I have.
Aww. Well, we should take a picture and send it to her.
Work before that, but yes, because I don't think she'll actually believe that I'm at this place with one of her favorite medias.
Okay, fine.
But it's still, and he's gonna just gesture to the dance floor, and he's going to just try and make his way through because Scarecrow can't dance for shit.
I am attempting to make Scarecrow look like he's blending in.
Yeah, the fucking the Commander Shepard shuffle.
Yeah, give me a dance. I want Kish and Scarecrow to both give me dance.
Oh boy. Well, I mean my dex it's a dex or reflexes.
We have +2s, by the way.
Hey, and you got a +2 there. There's another +2. Nick's Loon 1367 rewarded the team, just so you know. So you got 2 +2s.
Let's save the +2s. Let's save the +2s, please. We might need them.
Yeah. My dex isn't terrible, so it might be fine. It's terrible.
I did. I'm distracted.
It doesn't look good. I'm just coordinated.
Nice.
At least on beat.
Yeah, and Kish is so much trying to make sure Scarecrow looks good that it's actually fucking up her dance moves a little, and she's actually making him look a little better than her because she's worried about his dancing. It's like sacrificing yourself for your friend a little bit there. But you
get on the wire.
Yeah, but you make your way through the crowd. You're dancing. People are making way for you, and you're fitting in. You're in the dance floor. You can do whatever you want. You can dance to the music, make your way to the stage, over to the chip. You can go jump in the mosh pit. You can stay where you're at. What do you guys want to do?
It's temptation to go into the mosh pit and use my judo throws, but no. I'm gonna make my way to the chip because we make sure that it's eyes on the target and not just like stay like a facsimile or not like a kiosk or anything. That it is actually the case, and chip in my agent to get whatever propagandist stuff they have in the flyers. We at least have more information about the damn thing.
Yeah. What about Kish?
Yeah, I would be. I'd be staying with and looking over. I won't open up my own. I'll just look over and see.
Yeah, you head over there. As you get there, it's like I described. This sort of ice case that's like polished by this little drone that's like stuck to the outside, keeping it polished so it never frosts. You can always see through it, almost like clear. And you see this thin like ice, it's almost like a fork clasp coming up from the center of this case, holding this tiny little microchip that's glowing red, and it's just just glowing, and it's just sitting there in the center. You see people all around taking pictures. They're just like, talking to each other about it. You can't really hear them over the music, but they're like, talking. They're checking out the pamphlets. Scarecrow Jackson as the information comes to you. And before I dive into that, let's take it over to Jax. Jax, what are you doing? You're down in the networking area. You just took that cred chip with 10 eddies.
Just mingling through the crowd. Still kind of hunting around to see if I can spot a dealer or anyone that that might I might be able to score some synth coke from.
Nice. Let's do something different. Give me do your 1d10. Let me know if it's under your luck stat, and let's see if rock your luck here.
Nope, it's over by 2.
No. Yeah, still no luck. You're not seeing anybody doing any dealing. Just doesn't seem like that type of crowd. Everybody kind of did their pre-game drugs before they got here, it seems,
I'm in a sea full of Puritans.
Yeah.
A club full of ice and no snow to be found.
Yeah.
I'm starting to work my way up to where the microchip is.
Oh, Alex, I love you.
Yeah, you can do that. You make your way to the elevator, seeing that there's no dealers, no other fun or debauchery to get into down here for Jax. You make your way up to the dance floor where you see Kish and Scarecrow. Why don't you give me a dance just for fun? I just want to see if there's like a critical fail or an embarrassing moment for Jax. It's not like it's detrimental to getting there. This is just strictly for fun. Nice! Actually pretty decent. Yeah, you look just as good as Scarecrow. Kish and Scarecrow, before you get that digital pamphlet going and jack in and check it out, you see Jax dancing her way over to you two.
Well, now I am starting to get concerned. This is different.
What? Oh, it's got moves.
I bump into Scarecrow.
Rude.
All right, Scarecrow, give me a perception.
As she's making her way, as Jax is making her way up, I'll just sing Scarecrow and just be like, Jax is on her way up. right as she bumped into him.
Yeah, you totally catch Jax trying to take your wallet or cred sticker agent out of your pocket.
I just give him a smirk. Just playing it off.
He's gonna. You can take that if you buy me a drink. Everything comes with the price, sweetie.
And disappear into the crowd.
If I don't get that drink, I will be moderately vexed.
That's so funny. All right, over to Gnostics and Hank. Hank, you're posted up. Gnostics went back there getting in the system. Anything in particular before I get back to Gnostics in the system?
I am going to keep an eye out for the manager, because Abe mentioned that the manager might be making the rounds. Or no, I think he said the manager was in the office.
Yeah, he did.
So, yeah, okay. So I'm going to keep an eye out on the door for the office just in case the manager starts making her way out. And if so, I'm going to try and cut her off before she can notice Gnostics. And if that means I have to jump over the bar to get her attention, I'm absolutely going to do that. But for right now, I'm just kind of trying to lay low, keep an eye out on my surroundings, and, check in with Gnostics every minute or so and just be like, what's going on? Like, how are we looking? And then look down at Abe and be like, dude, you're doing a good job. Thank you so much. Just trying to keep him cool for the moment.
Yeah, give me a perception, and this is just going to be in the chance that the manager does come out, like you said, and you're kind of holding your turn to intercept her. This perception is to see if you get that jump.
Okay. $16.
Nice. That's good. All right, cool. Yeah, you're posted up, kind of holding your turn, scoping that door, and Gnostics.
Sipping whiskey. Yeah, right. Sipping Jack Daniels, not drinking too much, just sipping.
Yeah. Gnostics, over to you. You're at the top there.
Right.
If you want me to reiterate real quick, password 8 on the top, control node 8, level 2. Then it looks like a level 2 branches off to another system. Then below that, a level 3 with a file, ID 8, and a demon imp.
then it branches off somewhere else that I wasn't able to.
Yeah, on level 2, it looks like it branches off, but you can't really see past that.
Okay. I'm gonna activate Eraser. Make a cloak check.
You make the cloak.
Cloak,
you make the cloak check at the end.
Yeah, cloak you would do at the end. Yeah, cloak you want to do right before you jack out if you get the chance. Sometimes you forcibly jack out, but if you have the chance and you do a cloak before you jack out, that's to cover your tracks. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll still keep that activated then. But yeah, I'm gonna try for that password. So I rolled for that. That was a cloak check that I first rolled then. But do this password.
Nice. Yeah, you get past the password 8, and yeah, you got level 2 and 3 below you.
Yeah, if I can go to level 2 and give me an ID.
Yeah, you drop down to level 2, and you're looking at a control node 8. And remember, dropping levels doesn't take a net turn, just remember that.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, my last net action would be to ID this control.
Or not ID it, that's the file ID. Control node is, I forget what it's called, but yeah, ID is for a file. But yeah, that's enough. Yeah, exactly. You got control over the control node. You're looking at basically everything in the club seems to be right here. Like you're looking at the front locks, the sound system, the security cameras. And the sound system looks like it's inside, outside, upstairs, downstairs. There's lights, both upstairs, downstairs. It says like house lights, stage lights. Like I said, the locks, there's something labeled snow machine. The security cams, and then there's a list of environmental defenses. And you can see these environmental defenses. It looks like there's a blood swarm. And it looks like there's a blood swarm on both levels. There's a sleep gas elevator. There is tanglefoot flooring in the front scanner hallway. And it looks like there's some type of spider drone that it looks like it's listed offline in its docking station.
So I got front locks, the lights, snow machine, and the defenses. Did I miss something there?
Front lock, yeah. Let me see. The sound system, locks, lights. The spider drone in the docking station, snow machine, security cameras, all those environmental defenses I named, the blood swarms, the tanglefoot flooring. There's also the RA nano power chip, and you can see that that's listed here on the control node, and you can see that there's the regular power. So there's a regular power to the club, and then there's the RA nano power chip, and it looks like the club power is all switched to the nano power chip, like the club is running off of that nano power chip. But that's what you're looking at with the control node, all those things.
That was my last net action, but I'm gonna let the rest of the team know, like, got a lot on here. Basically, I can control the whole fucking club from back here.
Fuck me. All right.
You gotta move about the time we do that, so we can get footage, and then we do the thing.
Well, do you think we could get in here during off hours? Because we don't need to do this tonight. But do you think you could plant something so that we could come back during off hours and not have to deal with security?
I mean, I could probably get the books. Either that, or I can plant a virus that make it also easier for back in here. But I could probably get the I'm gonna have to leave the virus here so that the locks don't work as expected.
Yeah, so locks, defenses, and then we need to be able to get the chip out and plant the footage.
With having the control of the locks, am I able to like imprint? Would there be any way I'd be able to like imprint like us to have clearance, like that they would recognize us as part of the?
Yeah, with the locks, you pretty much have access to lock or unlock the doors.
Right. This is my first time playing a Netrunner, so.
Oh yeah, no problem. No, basically, yeah, you have control over the locks, but you can't, give yourself automatic access to the locks. They're not, they don't work like that. You can basically control them to be locked or unlocked from this control node.
Could he put since he's in the control node, could he put in like a note or something or a work order where we could come back at a later time, and that way, it would be on the schedule that, he'd come back in to work on the system during the off hour and, to try and work out any other bugs that might be in here, something like that. Would that be possible?
Order.
Probably still have to reach root access though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. That wouldn't be something for the control node, though. Maybe there's something in the files or something. I don't know, but anything's a possibility. So any type of creative thinking you can do, I'm sure the dice will determine it. But yeah, on the control node, basically all you can do is control all these things. Lights on and off, door, lock or unlock, sound system, snow machine, all those environmental defenses. All those things I named, you have control of. But while you're looking at that and you have a little bit of chatter with Hank on possibilities of what to do, you're kind of thinking of what you might do. Back up to the dance floor, Jax just disappeared kind of into the crowd after trying to pickpocket Scarecrow and just laughing it off. Scarecrow kind of busted her for it, though. But back over to Kish and Scarecrow. Scarecrow has jacked into the digital information of the pamphlet and is playing it now, and I know Kish is kind of looking over the shoulder. So you check it out, and this little hologram kind of pops up of this nano microchip. It's kind of hovering over, and you see like the RA logo, Rockland Augmentics logo kind of pop up above it. And then this information kind of starts reciting, and it just says, welcome to our premiere party, and it starts explaining how this thing works. It says, basically, let me see here. It's basically on display we're on display for the next 2 weeks, powering the entire club to showcase the capabilities of this microchip. It's encased in ice to keep the temperature stable. After the event, this will be combined with our patented BioFreeze chassis, thanks to our partnership with Biotechnica. This has a lifetime temp stabilizing function that keeps things cool and discreet for any cyberware implementations. Expect the full package with options to hit market in 2 months. See your official Rockland Augmentics retailer or ask your local Ripper Doc, Docs R Us, or any other cyberware chain about RA Nano Power Chip. And then all of a sudden, like, these digital fireworks come up and it goes like at some party.
Real quick, sorry, what day of the week is it?
Monday. This is the premiere, right after the 6-hour changeover.
Well, at the very least, this thing to bring forward to the boss if he was withholding or didn't know.
Would Galena be here? Since our company is involved with the chip?
Yeah, you definitely recognize Biotechnica when it says you do have that Galena hookup that works at Biotechnica, and that's what I was doing that luck check earlier when you were looking around the whole network and seeing if anybody is there that recognizes. No, you didn't see anybody. You didn't see Galena or anybody that you recognize from Biotechnica there.
I'm going to send her a quick message.
Sure.
And let her know that I'm here, and asking her where the fuck she's at.
Yeah, a message comes back and says, I wasn't able to make the premiere, but I plan on attending sometime in the next couple days.
And I will send another message back saying, well, let me know when you plan on coming so I can join you.
Yeah, she messaged.
I'm here right now, and this place is lit. I can't believe I haven't been here before. Since.
Yeah, she messages back, no problem, I'll hit you up when I make my plan. Yeah, that club is awesome. Our premiere party should be really good. We put a lot of money into it with RA. And yeah, over to Jax. You just kind of got busted by Scarecrow trying to jack his shit and backed up into the crowd as you see them kind of looking at the hologram pamphlet stuff and information. What are you doing?
Just mingling through the crowd.
Nice.
I'm debating on whether or not to give up looking for to score any kind of synth coke from here, since I'm in a sea full of Puritans. I think I need to freshen up my drink, so I'm gonna head back down to the bar.
Nice. And you can give me a perception on your way down to the bar.
Give me a second. Oh, there. There we go.
Nice. Yeah, on your way through, making your way to the bar, or to the elevator to get down to the bar, you see in the dance club, kind of like on the edge of the mosh pit, a couple guys standing there and talking, and one of them looks like he's dealing out some drugs. Dealing something.
I gravitate over there then.
Yeah, you walk over there. Yeah, don't even have to do another perception to see. Like, yeah, he's dealing something. They're doing that sort of low-key handoff thing, and yeah, you've seen that before. You know exactly what they're doing.
What you pushing? How much?
Nice. Yeah, the guy kind of like looks around and he leans in. He's like, yeah, what do you need? What do you want?
I'm gonna score some synth coke.
Okay.
Kind of
Jax, you left your earpiece on, but if he's got any boost up there, let me know.
Will do. Oh, and I'm kind of also looking for some boost.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever you need.
How much?
How much you looking to spend? How much you need?
A couple bags.
All right. Yeah, and just as a GM, I don't have the pricing right in front of me.
Right.
Yeah, so just deduct a couple hundred, and I'll take a couple hundred in drugs, please. now you have...
2 drugs?
That will give you 2 drugs.
Give me 2 drugs, many. You have 2 bags. You have yeah, both of those. I'll look it up in the in the book here in a moment in between the roleplay. What was
Mind
that?
shooting me?
Boost is 50 a dose. It's expensive.
50 a dose.
Yeah.
I think synth coke is around the same.
Yeah, if it's only 50 a dose, then we'll say each bag has at least a couple doses. If you're looking to spend a couple hundred,
Okay.
you know, that way you spend a couple hundred.
And lean in over to him. Just shoot me your deets, won't ya?
Yeah, he kind of does the whole agent trade thing, and you see the contact info come in, and yeah, it adds to your phone. Dude's name is Max, and you can just write that down now. At least you know this drug dealer Max, who seems to be he's just a low-level fixer.
Okay. Much obliged.
Yeah, and you make your way to the elevator, heading down towards the bar, and back over to Gnostics. Hank's still posted up at the bar. Not much going on. Abe is back there messing with the mechanics. People are networking. Gnostics.
I'm gonna activate armor and banhammer. 2 actions.
Well, I think banhammer is a weapon you use against the netrunner.
No.
Is that what-
Oh, sorry. You were right.
Oh,
You were
or am I
sorry,
thinking
let
of
me.
health?
No, you're right. You're right. I meant
Okay.
sorry. I meant to activate the sword. I'm sorry.
Nice.
And then move down to the level of the file with the imp.
Yeah, you drop down. Give me your interface. Just a little speed check. Anytime you encounter a black ice.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, you got to do a little speed check. You got to beat an 8.
I did. 19.
Nice. Yeah, you drop down this imp, this demon imp, which is basically a small orange sphere of light with red horns. Tries to lunge at you to do a sort of zap move at you, but you dodge it. It just does not get the jump on you, so it's your turn.
And then I'm going to take a swipe at it with that sword.
Sure.
So that gives me attack 1 on that. 7.
Nice, that's a hit. Yeah, give me the damage.
That does 3d6. So I'm just gonna have to roll the d6 manually.
Yeah, and I absolutely made a mistake this entire. I don't know why I kept saying. I think because it's on my notes, but this is a wisp, not a demon. So I kept saying black ice, but then I would say demon imp. Okay. So I was like contradicting myself. It absolutely is black ice wisp. So black ice demon does not exist. So I had that wrong.
Well, that's a little bit better. That it's not as smart then.
Exactly. Yeah, because if it was a demon, it would drop into the top. It would have already seen you in the cams. The second you enter a system, a demon can detect you. So.
I was just like, oh shit! It probably knows I'm here.
Yeah, no, not at all. I was playing it like a black ice, but for some reason I kept saying demon imp because it's on my list here. But sorry.
11.
Nice.
And I try to be like a little bit sly while I'm just like trying not to see alert anybody that I'm like taking out shit in the net space here.
Yeah, lucky for you, people are drinking, they're partying, no one's really paying attention, they're kind of doing their own thing, unless someone knows you and is looking for it, you know? But yeah, you're able to do that with a sword swipe. You take a big chunk of this wisp out. It's still hanging on by a handful of pixels.
Yep. That would be the end.
I would see him like make that gesture, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?"
Fucking no. Alright.
Alright, just try not to. Don't do big moves. Just like little ones. Little ones. Like just.
That's what I was trying to fucking do.
You know. Also, for fun, I know we've described all of our characters' looks. Have you thought about Gnostic's avatar? And if you haven't, no problem. Think about it by next time. But if you have, describe it.
It's avatar and then...
Yeah, what he looks like. Every netrunner can look like however they want when they enter a system. If you haven't thought about it, don't feel forced to just come up with it now. Think about that. And by next session, make sure you have a description for that. That'd be fun. Cool. But yeah, over to Kish and Scarecrow. You just played that sort of hologram thing, explaining that this microchip is basically on display for the next 2 weeks. It's powering the club for the next 2 weeks to kind of show off what this thing can do. It's encased in ice, and hence the whole theme of this party, to keep temperatures stable. This thing runs hot. After the event, it's going to be combined with their patented BioFreeze chassis, thanks to their partnership with Biotechnica. The whole thing should be hitting market in about 2 months. You just found all that out.
As a pamphlet, is it like come in a file that we can take with this, or is it? Then I'll take that and my agent back away. And it's quick message. It's like just eyes on, found the prize.
And Gnostic found a control node that controls everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a guess that all power runs from the chip.
Apparently, that's the case.
Yep. Their whole spiel just said much the same. And by nano power, it is quite literally a tiny but macro power source.
Look at that whole fucking security to one fucking control node. The security in here is fucking lousy.
Well, So, how well defended is this thing? Like, could you get into that into the case it's in?
And it's like I could, but that would also have to. Oh, you mean later? Depends if the glass is bulletproof or not. But the primary thing is going to be keeping it cool on transport. Looks like it needs to be kept on some kind of cryogenic temperature because of how hot it runs.
You not see that we're surrounded by ice, mate?
Yes, and
we can't actually walk out of here with ice, not that.
It's a matter of exfiltrating the thing, but then also keeping it from baking itself into slag and getting it back to work.
I'm going to be continuing to do a 360 around this thing, dancing and looking at it so I'm able to take video of it all the way around. And I'll be messaging Galena. So do you have a special carrying case for the thing? I was reading up on it and it's it explodes or something if it gets too hot. What's up with that? That's weird.
Yeah, give me a conversation roll.
Maybe she'll give me a cake.
Just put it in a martini shaker.
Conversation.
Okay. Then we can just have Jack kind of walk around with it, just being like,
"Wow, that's a great conversation." Wow, 31. Lots of critical successes today from the team. Really good rolls. I've noticed that. That's great. Yeah, Galena hits you back. She actually, from the text, she actually calls you back. Seems real personal, like she's calling you.
It's really loud. Hey!
Oh, it's loud. Hey, what's up? Yeah, no, I figured I would call. It'd be much easier than typing it all out. But yeah, I'm sure you saw, we got our partnership with RA. And yeah, our whole thing, we come up with this sort of bio chassis that just keeps it cool in the cyberware. So this chip can run. That nano chip just runs 24/7 hot. It's just this sort of perpetual energy chip. It's really innovative. We're really lucky to partner with that. But yeah, we make the cooling chassis for it. So I take it you saw the promos for it?
Yeah, it's really cool. They have this badass display case, but I was like, why is it in ice? Wouldn't that make it break? And I was reading about it, and it's no, it needs ice.
Yeah. No, our chassis, they're ready. We got the prototype all set for replicate, and I think we're already up close to our 10,000 mark or so. So I don't know, another couple months of manufacturing, and we're going to be hitting market.
Oh man, that'd be so cool. I want to see one of those. What does that look like? Can I see one?
Yeah. Well, Kish, come on. I mean, I know your media. Look, I'd send you a picture.
I swear I won't even bring my agent. I promise I won't take pictures. I just want to it looks really cool because I'm curious what it looks like. Is it a big case or is it super small? Because this chip isn't that big.
Give me a persuasion. Also, shout out for the role playing. The team's been killing it with the role play today. I always mention this is just for chat too, so they know kind of how I run games. I always put players in situations where they need to act things out and react and stuff. But there's always an out where a player can say my character says something clever here, and a good role makes that successful. And you don't have to role play it out and get into those details. However, if you can and you do think of something clever for your character, by all means role play it out. It's way more fun, but it's not a necessity. Sometimes being put on the spot to improv can be difficult. But props to the team. You guys are killing it today with the role play, just one thing after another and just handling it awesome. It's so good. Yeah, she comes back to you. Yeah, Kish, I'll hook it up. You just, girl, you can't tell anybody. Literally, I'm gonna check you for your fucking agent. But you can come get eyes on it. I'll totally show it off if you want to meet me at the warehouse later this week. I got to get to the event in the next couple of days. At one point, I need to make my appearance. But after that, so later in the week, I can give you a little tour or something.
Yeah, no, sure. That'd be really cool. And like I said, I won't leak this to anybody, but I would, like, as soon as it's out, I want to be like, I saw it first.
Yeah. No, well, I'll give you the tour, and then look, when we hit when it fully hits market in a couple months, I'll give you first rights to the story. You know, you can help us plug it, promote it. That'd be great.
Badass. All right, girl. Thanks. I can't wait to see. Hopefully we can meet up at, up here and hang out together, and we can see it in person. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll be there tomorrow or the next day. If you want, I'll shoot you a message.
Hey.
All right. Bye.
Guys, guess what? So I totally know one of the people that works for the people that make the cooling system case for this thing, and she's totally gonna let me see it.
Awesome. Or as my grandfather once said, cool.
Yeah, it has to be kept really cool, or it like goes and it doesn't work anymore.
It was a joke.
Oh. And
Okay.
Occasionally, I can be funny.
No, it took a second to process that. Low poison. Okay.
I think we got the name wrong too. I'm looking at our notes here, Kish. I think Galena was the lobbyist. Your minor politician was Galena the lobbyist. But you do have a corp exec at Biotechnica. It's just Galena was the lobbyist name. So just now we've made her a female. If you want to name her by next session, that can be your exec hookup at Biotechnica. But let's save the Galena name for the lobbyist, since we've already kind of established that. Yeah.
I missed the.
I forgot too. I went with it too. I was like, I do remember that name. I think that is it. But that was our lobbyist. That was your minor political hookup. Okay. But your corporate exec is the Biotechnica exec. Okay. So just make it a female name, and that'll be her. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to clear all that up. But yeah, Kish just explained all that. She at least gets a tour later in the week from her hookup at Biotechnica, so at least she can go get eyes on the chassis and get into the manufacturing warehouse. She just told you all that.
I mean, you could probably take Jax with you, because Jax apparently loves to snatch shit.
Yeah, the one thing was
no judgment, Jax. I'm just saying.
We just can't take our agents or any kind of video recording software or anything, because this is still under wraps and it's not out yet. Like, this is the premiere of the chip, and their tech for the case and everything, it's not out yet. So that's their one thing.
Maybe Caldwell can get a hold of something on their side with Raven. We can ask. But yeah.
So we can get a case so that when we do get this out of here, it doesn't explode in our faces.
Is
very much so.
If let us know when you are able to get that meeting on, and at the very least see if we can get a ballpark on how like, what it is, it's peak operating temperature for that chassis, so we know how cold we need to keep the environment if Raven can fabricate a carrying case for this thing.
Oh yeah, and you got those details in that pamphlet. I kind of cliff notes.
We got the temperature?
Yeah, 0 Celsius. It's basically got to be kept at that freezing point. Yeah.
Okay, and then never mind. I completely missed that there was that detail in there. Celsius.
I just got a wild thought. There's a Headbangers Ball that's going to happen in a couple of nights. Do you think maybe we could make that party a little bit more raucous? Maybe break the case, maybe steal some shit? I'm just thinking.
Presuming, are you wanting to be in the crowd as part of the headbanging, or do you want to be the one inciting that banging of heads?
Oh, are you kidding? Of course I want to be the one inciting it.
All right, one step at a time. Then I'm sure you can conjure up something that'll make everyone go barking mad.
Absolutely.
I love our plans. They're fantastic. It's both an in-character and out-of-character comment simultaneously.
Nice. Yeah, and as you're chatting with that, Gnostics is behind the bar. Hank's at the bar, kind of chatting with Scarecrow and Kish about potential plans. Jax, you make your way down. You scored that synth coke, and you made your way down to the bar. You see Hank sitting there. You don't see Gnostics. He's obviously behind the bar, but you've been hearing the chatter and the thing. You kind of know what he's up to. But you made your way down there. What are you doing?
I make my way over to Hank, kind of brush up against him. Not trying to pickpocket him this time. Not trying to pickpocket him.
Okay.
I need to freshen up my drink. I also need to get something for Scarecrow since he was whining about me getting him a drink or something. You got the hookup.
Right.
Hank?
I will motion over to Abe and just say, Abe, look, my boy Nos is still working on this, man. He's trying to get through it. Apparently it is some kind of bug. He's doing his best to get it taken care of, but it might take a few more minutes, all right? We're trying to get through it as fast as we can.
Okay, cool. So you did find something in the system, so there is something in there fucking this up.
That's what it looks like. There's definitely something in there. We don't quite know what it is yet. But my friend over here, Jax, was looking for a refill. Can we get her, what was it? A
Flatliner.
Flatliner double?
And then I'd like to pick up a PBJ, a whiskey shot.
Yeah, give me a persuasion, Hank.
Gnostics his hand with his empty beer glass, just like shoot up from underneath the bar, and he just shakes it. Like, I'm empty too.
Poor Abe.
I will take one of the plus twos and make that an 18.
Do persuasion though? That was streetwise.
Oh, I did. Oh crap! Sorry.
Yeah, this is you. Lying to Abe about finding a virus in the system.
Okay. I will definitely take one of the plus twos because I think we have 3 at this point. So I'll bump that up to a 20.
Nice. Yeah, Abe. Oh no, that's awesome. Yeah, take all the time you need, please. Get that virus out of there, and make it look like I did a good job.
Absolutely.
Drinks on
me. We got you covered.
He starts making the drink, doing the shot, hooking Jax up, hooking you up, topping off Gnostic's drink. And Gnostics, you got your drink topped off. Jax, you have the drink for Scarecrow and your own. You can head back up to the dance floor, bringing it to Scarecrow. Gnostics, over to you in the system with this wisp, this black ice wisp. As you get in there, black ice always goes to the top of the initiative. But before we do that, Hank was holding his turn, and all of a sudden that door opens up behind the bar, and you see this mid-aged female come out with EMP lines, short spiky hair, kind of like an exec suit looking thing, but she also has virtuality goggles, but they're kind of like up on her forehead. But she opens the door and is just walking out. You see her walking out. And that's where we're going to end our session.
Damn!
I saw Hank about to do the interception, but that's where we'll start next week, right with the manager coming out of the office and Hank taking notice. He was holding his turn, so he'll get to react, and then we'll see, where it goes from there. But yeah, what a great session! Great role playing. I'm real happy with the way that went. Such a great job from the players. And so awesome with the rolls. Roll20 was just dealing out those critical successes left and right today. Crazy. I think we've had like three rolls that were like above 30 today, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, great job. And also thanks chat for rewarding the plus twos, the something random, all that stuff. I love it when chat is part of our gameplay and contributing to the story and helping the players along the way. Yeah, very cool. We'll continue this story next week, next Saturday. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks my players for being part of it. Thanks to all the sponsors for showing us love, all the support on Patreon, all that good stuff. I do have next Wednesday my Team Veritas, and then Thursday is my Sirenscape stream, and then I'll be back here Saturday for us to continue Team Nevermore. All right. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, guys.
Cybernation Uncensored.